Hey good people, welcome to my channel. Bald Head Hierophant here. If you are visiting with me for the first time, welcome. Do stay, subscribe, scroll through some of my vids, find some that reach out to you and watch them. And even though they may be 4 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, it doesn't matter. My messages are timeless. Whenever you find it, it is for you, okay? If you are returning, thank you so very much for your time, your attention, and your support. So I posted a few days ago that I wanted to come on and talk about that Aphrodite energy, okay? Your magnetism, okay? Your Venus energy, your Venusian magnetism, because that's what Aphrodite energy is, okay? Aphrodite, or Aphrodite, however you choose to pronounce it, is an energy of sensuality, okay? And ultimately, it's just our ability to attract and what we use to attract, right? It's our magnetism. It's our raw attraction. Okay, it's your own organ energy, to be exact, and really organ energy is above magnetism because it's that raw energy. It's who you are when you are keenly aware of who you are and you have your eyes set on something that you want to pull toward you, okay? Well, that is your Venus energy, your Oshun energy, your Hetoru or Hathor energy. It is Venus in all of her splendor, right? And men have it too. Okay, now I'll talk about men and how they're able to use it, but most men, especially if they are a masculine man, they're going to pull that energy from Mars. But again, we'll get to that a little later. Okay, I want to focus more on the goddess, the woman, okay, the divine feminine energy. Why? Well, number one, because I am the divine feminine energy, and number two, women get pulled away from their magnetism so much more often than men. I mean, we clearly have to fight against the current these days. Women are not given the opportunity to be as soft and as feminine as they should be, right? The times have changed, so a lot of women are out of the home. A lot of women are multitasking and juggling a lot of things that's not allowing them to move in that divine sensuality. It's almost like there's a set time or a set place or a set appointment, that has to be honored in order to feel that. And really, we should be moving in that all the time, okay? That's what we're here for, okay? Especially for you feminine women, okay? When we are removed from having the ability to just be divine, soft, fresh, gentle, easy, and we're kind of forced or pushed into channeling that masculine energy, because masculine energy is a lot more forceful than feminine energy, you tend to move more in that masculine. It's hard to bounce back into soft when you've had to just be bum rushed by your masculine energy. Now, some people have that balance, and you'll know that if you've had your chart done. It'll show you your masculine energy, your feminine energy, and how much masculine energy you have, how much feminine energy you have. I happen to be one of those people where I'm 50-50. So I say constantly, especially to my Instagrammers, that I can shapeshift in and out of my masculine and my feminine easily and effortlessly. And I do it frequently, okay? But some people have a hard time channeling their feminine energy, just like there's a lot of people that have a hard time channeling their masculine energy. But for the sake of today's vid, we're only focusing on feminine energy and where to get it and how you can show it. And I'm even going to give you a list based on your zodiac sign, what sign you have in Venus, to help you channel it more. So y'all know I don't normally come on with notes. I'm such a right off the dome goddess that I hardly ever need notes, but I have notes today, guys. I have notes because I did not want to miss any little piece of this when I channeled. Okay, so if you paid any attention to the shorts, I uploaded a short. I'm sure it was a couple of days ago. I don't know if it was before Valentine's or after Valentine's, but it was around that time that I uploaded a short of the triple goddess, and it had Aphrodite at the top, and I said video coming soon. And that particular night is when I took all of these notes, but I did not get an opportunity to come on that night to do the video. So I have time today. The house is quiet, my girls are gone, so I have time to give you the business. Okay, so pull up, okay, get your snacks, cut that phone on, don't be disturbed. Lock your door if you're in your room. Tell them kids do not disturb you, because ladies, we need this, and I'm doing this for us, okay? Especially mature women. Younger women tend to move in theirs a lot more easier, just like we did when we were younger, right? They haven't had an opportunity to, be drugged by the world yet, okay? So they can still easily tap into that. But unfortunately, we know that if we don't teach the younger women how to hold on to it, that life's experiences can do to them what it has done to some of us, right? So again, what is your seductive energy? What is your Venusian energy? What is your magnetism, and how strong is it? Okay, so every one of you guys should go and do a chart. If you don't know what a natal chart is, it is a snapshot of where all the planets were when you were born. It's a snapshot of where the zodiac signs were, what the constellations were doing at the exact time you were born. Now, the beauty in finding your Venus sign is you don't need to know the time of birth to find out what Venus, where your Venus sign is, okay? A lot of things about the natal chart, birth chart, you need that, especially when you're dealing with the houses, you need to know the exact time of birth. But with this, you only need to know your birthday and the city and state you were born in, okay? So, find out where your Venus sign is, okay? I am a Venus in Taurus woman, so my Venus is at home. She's exalted there. She's so comfortable. She moves naturally in that energy. That's where she does and shows the most, and the immense power is there, okay? I just happen to be blessed. Venus said, honey, look, I'm home. Honey, I'm home in Taurus, and we're gonna put bald head Hierophant right here because she's a perfect representation of Venus in Taurus, okay? So again, you guys, if you don't know, stop the video right now, go to AstroSeek, go to Cafe Astrology, or just put natal chart in Google's search engine or any search engine, and put that information in, okay, and find out where your Venus sign is. Go ahead and pause and do that and come back, because you need to know that in order to resonate with the energy that I'm going to tell you that you can pull from to help you tap more into your sensuality, okay, and how to use it to attract what you want, or how to use it to mesmerize people, okay? This is the kind of stuff we need. Women, we are naturally seductive. Don't be shamed out of that. We are supposed to be that, okay? We are the prize because we hold a whole lot of magic, okay? I'm not saying men are not a prize. In their own right, they are. But we know that we, to a man, is like a candy store to a kid, okay? So in order to keep that candy flowing, to keep that candy fully charged and magnetic, we must know what we embody and how we embody it, and when we feel like we're losing it, how to call it back, okay? So I'm going to start off, of course, with Venus in Aries. If you are a Venus in Aries woman, you are fiery, okay? Any fire sign, when Venus is in fire, whether she's in Aries, Sag, or Leo, honey, she is dominant. She is full of action. And she is ready. She's a take charge type of woman. But I'll get to Sag and Leo because I'm going to go in order, okay? So if you are a Venus in Aries type of woman, you're the warrior type energy. You take control, okay? Your magnetism is going to come from you. I'm choosing my words carefully. You are the type of woman, you know exactly what you want, and you're not afraid to go after it. That's what draws men into you, because you're not afraid to go first. Okay, that's your magnetism. That's where it lies. That the men that are attracted to you, Venus and Aries women, that's what they see. You don't mind going first. Y'all are the kind of women that turn a man out. Okay, turn them out. Now, not turn them out because you're doing, well, I don't know what you're doing, so I don't even want to X that out. I'm just going to say you do whatever it takes to give a man an experience that he's probably never had. That is your power. That is your magnetism. Not only is that how you operate in the bed, but when you're seeking attraction, when you, even on the job, because a lot of times women, we move in our Venus energy on the job, especially when we're trying to get what we want. And if you didn't know that that's what you can do, if you're watching this video now, you do. Okay, want something on that job, and your boss is male, channel your Venus energy. Okay, channel that. No man can resist a woman who's moving in her raw sensuality. Okay, no man can resist that. Okay, so Venus and Aries women, understand that you are the take charge, go first warrior. Your man is going to appreciate you rushing him soon as he walks in the door from work. You already ready to do whatever, okay? And that's what he likes about you, okay? If you didn't know that you had this ability, try it, okay? Try it. Take charge of a situation when your man or woman, okay? Because I'm here for everybody. Everybody needs this information. So I don't care if you're lesbian, non-binary, and all that other stuff, LGBTQSLMA. This information works, okay? It's for everybody. So, if you did not know how to recharge your magnetism, Venus and Aries, that's how you can do it. Stand strong and proud in the ability that you have to pull somebody in, because you're willing to go get it. You're willing to go first. You're willing to pop it off. You're willing to take charge. You are the warrior lover, okay? All right. So Taurus, Venus and Taurus, okay? I just said that I'm a Venus and Taurus. So some of the things that I do, now I'm not going to give away all of my secrets, but I will give away enough that the collective of Taurus and Venus and Taurus people will know, how to work it and use it if they didn't already know. We're big on value. We value stuff, okay? We are able to mesmerize, monopolize, and magnetize a man by calling out to his value. We see your potential. We know how to add value to you, just like on the opposite end, we know how to take value from you, okay? But when we are moving in a sensual, sexual, and even exotic way, we know how to tap into your value, and we make love with that. We rendezvous with that. We speak to your potential. We help you understand all that you embody, okay? When I am talking to male clients, okay, one of the things that I'm able to do is help him be comfortable in being who he is. Because I can see the king in any man, even if he's a clown on the outside. I can still see his king, okay? I can still see his God, and that's who I talk to. I have the ability to make a man feel valuable, worthy, deserving, okay? Again, I rendezvous with that energy easily, okay? I move in that effortlessly. I'm able to call it back. It hardly ever leaves, but when it does, because there are times when I have to head out into the world, and a more masculine side of me has to protect myself, okay? Or a more masculine side has to stand up and defend, from whatever currents are out there. But for the most part, I'm able to easily, effortlessly, and frequently move in my Venus and Taurus energy, okay? So for you Venus and Taurus women, if you didn't know how to turn up, turn on, or recharge your magnetism, okay, your raw, authentic, sensual energy, first things first, find it in yourself, okay? Once you have it to give, oh honey, it's going to overflow. Okay, that's one thing about Venus and Taurus. You have to keep your value cup filled. It has to be valuable at all times. If a Taurus woman or a Taurus person, period, male or female, if you allow your cup to become half or empty, you're no good for anybody, because we are the sign of value. We are the sign of stability. We give that in every sense of the word and in every facet of life, okay? So when it comes to having your Venus there, and that being the energy you use to attract, that being the energy that you use to make love, that be the energy that you use to seduce, you have to do that from a full cup. Okay, you have to do that from a full cup. So keep your cup full by making sure that you are aware of your own value, and then you're able to overflow. Okay, you got that wet. You can overflow onto any man that you choose. Okay, and you'll water him, literally. Okay, Venus and Gemini women. Let me tell you something. Y'all have the ability to. It's a movie. Oh, is it a song? Y'all know how to talk to a man. Men love how a Gemini woman, Venus and Gemini woman, talks to him. Y'all are so understanding, okay? A man who has probably had a rough day loves to come home to his Venus in Gemini woman, okay? Because she's able to understand everything that he's about to say. Babe, I had a bad day. Josh did such and such and such, and then my boss came over here. And your Gemini woman is just going to sit there and listen and give you her full undivided attention. And the way you are going to, Gemini woman, the way you're going to move him is by your effective and efficient ability to, for one, give him your undivided attention, and the way you're going to understand what he's saying. And you're going to flow right in that conversation with him. When men are complaining and a woman shows that she understands and she's fully engulfed in what he's saying, that makes a man feel like he's being heard, right? So that's your seduction. He's probably going to stop mid-conversation and say, damn, you sexy, just listening to me. That's your power, Venus and Gemini. Your understanding is your power. That's a form of communication. See, communication isn't always verbal, okay? Communication is your ability to not just hear, but to listen. That's sexy to a man who craves to be heard, okay? So don't you not know that your communication skills is part of your sensuality. It's a part of your seduction, Okay, the way you can gaze at him in his eyes while he's talking, and giving him that undivided attention, and giving him those simple nods, letting him know that I'm right with you. I hear everything that you're saying and I agree. It's not even about verbally saying anything. A lot of times it's just about staying connected with your eyes, letting him know that you're right there with him as he is communicating. Okay, girl, I'm telling you, he gonna stop mid conversation and take you down. Because that's your magnetism. You're in your element. Okay, if you didn't know, Venus and Gemini, that was your magnetism, now you know. Okay, Cancer, Venus in Cancer woman. Okay, listen, y'all are already the mother sign as it is. Okay, like Capricorn is the father of the zodiac wheel, Cancer is the mother. Venus and Cancer women, you take care of your man. Okay, y'all are the kind of women that are going to make sure that your man is emotionally nurtured. Okay, you're probably also the kind of women that'll help him take care of his mother, okay, or take care of the matriarch in his family. He loves the way you love the women that he loves, okay, whether it be his daughter, y'all's daughter, his mother, his aunt, his grandmother, whatever women in his life that were there before you came. If you love them the way he loves them, and then you love him the way he loves on them, oh, honey, that's your magnetism, Venus and Cancer. A man wants you to always be in a nurturing, comforting, giving energy. And you are, okay? You're that water. And sometimes your water is warm. Sometimes your water is cool. You know how to turn that water off and on. You know how to temper your water. You know what your mate needs. You know what a man needs. You know if he needs your warm water, or you know if he needs your cool water, okay? Your ability to sit back, observe the temperature of your man, and then give him what he needs is your superpower, Venus and Cancer. Okay, that's your superpower. It is one of the most important things that any woman, no matter her sign or her Venus, that's one thing that women have to learn how to do collectively, no matter what your sign is. Learning how to give a man what he needs when he needs it is imperative across the board, okay? Because when you give him too much, that's a problem. When you don't give enough, that's a problem. It's all about balance. It's all about balance. And Cancer women, Venus in Cancer women, again, know how to fall back, observe, and gauge the temperature in which she sees her mate needs, right? So when you are in need of calling that power to you, okay, you want to use it to seduce. You want to use it to cut on your sensuality. You have to first do that to yourself. There's no way you can run out there and give that to somebody if your own waters are lukewarm, okay? Or your own waters are freezing cold and you got an ice box where your heart used to be, okay? So you have to make sure that your own buoyancy, your own water is flowing, okay? And at all times, you need to have rhythm and harmony and a kosher movement between you and the thing in which you are trying to seduce or attract, okay? So your calm, warm, or calm, cool waters and your ability to nurture with your water, Venus in Cancer, is your superpower. Okay, Venus in Leo woman. I don't even have to talk about y'all because listen. That speaks for itself, baby. A true lioness. Listen, when Venus is in Leo, ooh, child, girl. First of all, y'all, you're so creative that it probably takes another Leo person to even keep up with a Venus and Leo woman, because you're immensely playful, you're immensely creative, you're immensely you're always on go, you're always lit, you're very playful. Only time a Leo person, period, be it Leo sun or Venus and Leo, the only time you're not in a good mood is when you can't play, when you can't create. Okay, that stifles your confidence and it stifles your innovation. Okay, so as long as a Venus and Leo woman can create new experiences for a person, be it her mate, be it a lover, be it a seductive experience, if you're creating a experience that has a person like they Macaulay Culkin, they like, what? How you do that? You know, that's your magnetism, your ability to wow a man, your ability to wow a person, period. A lot of times, Venus and Leo women probably have some type of little trick that they can do, or some type of little special thing that they can do that don't nobody else even know exist. Y'all will find something, master it, and make it very tantalizing and sexual, because that's that one thing that you're going to do to your mate that he ain't never seen a day in his life. But that's what's going to mesmerize him, right? Because your magnetism is connected to your creativity, your ability to, I know you ain't never seen this before. Let me show you something. Okay? Y'all be the kind that can tie the cherry stem with your tongue easily and effortlessly. Just some shit like that, right? And that's just on a small scale. No telling some of the other things you're able to do, right? But a Venus and Leo woman is most definitely creative and youthful and playful and very not childlike, but just giddy. You know, when a Venus and Leo woman, or when a Leo woman, period, even if her sun is there, if she's unhappy, honey, somebody has done something to her, okay? And has had to have continuously done it, because Leo people are always on whatever that is, that center stage, okay? That limelight, that, you know, they all, hey, how you doing? Very friendly. Okay, very friendly. So your energy, your Venusian energy, the way that you are able to keep your magnetism lifted is to, number one, stay in that youthful energy and stay in your creativity. Your ability to recreate yourself is a part of your magnetism as well. Your ability to, again, create experiences and adventures for your lover is what keeps them coming back, or what keeps them from straying from the get-go. So that is your superpower. That is your Venus magnetism, Venus and Leo. And if you didn't know, now you do. All right. So Venus and Virgo. Now, I don't want to offend anybody with this placement, but I will say, because I'm a truther, Venus and Virgo is not the best place for her, okay? It's boring, because she's doing more healing there than anything, right? She's back into a more innocent energy, so she's not as outgoing, not as freaky, not as exotic. She can go there, but that's not the upfront energy. Now, how can Venus in Virgo be magnetized if it's boring there? Well, this is the thing. Your mate is probably attracted to you because you're able to make love to him in a way that heals him, okay? Your loving is innocent. It's healing. It's It's reaching parts and portions of him that may have been abused himself, or that may were never nurtured, or that was mishandled, right? Because we know men get into relationships with women and get mistreated, mishandled, abused, all that good stuff as well. So you land a beautiful relationship with a woman who has her Venus and Virgo, and when she does make love to you, when you guys do come together and you feel her magnetism, it's going to be healing, whether it's sexually charged yet or not. Before the sex even begins, just the energy of being around her, laying on her laying on you, the touching and the feeling before the actual act of sex even becomes, active. Just that alone is going to be very healing. She's going to serve a purpose. Okay. Virgo, Venus and Virgo women, if you didn't know, you are the way that you provide the service of and I don't want to keep using the word healing because there's a certain connotation that is already connected to that. For the lack of a better word, I'm going to stick with healing. But if I come up with another word, even if I'm on another sign, I'll come back to you, Virgo, and say that word. But right now, I'm going to say healing. Look at God. Guess what I just heard? Marvin Gaye, sexual healing. So I am going to stick with healing. Your sex is healing. Your magnetism is healing. Your raw, authentic energy, that sensuality, is very healing for your mate. Okay? So you give a sexual healing. That's what it is. Ashe, ashe. So there you go, Virgo. Now, if by chance that has been tainted or bruised, that means that you need to give that same healing to yourself. Okay. Before, I don't want to go too deep into this, but listen, sexual healing for yourself can look like masturbation. Okay. It can look like falling in love with your own body, inside and out. So I don't want to go too far into that. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I mean, and you can take that and do with it as you will. But as far as your magnetism and why a mate would be and is attracted to you, it's because your love, your sexual energy provides him with a sexual healing, and that's your magnetism. You provide a force that helps a man heal, okay? And that's your magnetism. That's your superpower. Okay, Virgo in Libra. We already know that Libras are all about balance. So when she's in Venus, when Venus is in Libra, Venus loves partnership. Venus loves marriage, okay? Venus in Libra loves co-partnering, okay? So your magnetism to your mate is your on board energy. You're down with whatever your mate wants to do, and you don't mind standing to the side or to the back and allowing your mate to shine, as long as they reach back and grab your hand and introduce you to, or reach over to the side and grab your hand and introduce you to. You definitely don't mind letting him have his spotlight and supporting him. You are his biggest cheerleader, and that's your seductive energy. That's what any man that gets a Venus in Libra woman loves, your ability to cheer him on. You support him. You balance him by allowing him to be up front and to introduce you as the woman that helped him get to this point. That is very, very, very sexual to your mate. That's a very sexual energy. It's a very potent energy for your mate. Venus in Libra, that is your magnetism, okay? You balance your man out because you don't drain him by wanting him to show me off, show me off. It's almost like you want your man to go out onto stage first, introduce himself, And then he introduces you, and then you come out, and now both of y'all are standing there. And the magnetism is because the magnetism is you let him be a man. Okay, that just point blank period. You let him go first, and you let him be a man, because a real man knows that once I have introduced myself to the world, now let me show you who has helped me become this man. Let me show you who helps me be this man. You even do that in bed. Venus in Libra women, you let your man lead because you trust and you believe that what he has to give you is going to balance you, and what you have to give him is going to balance him. So your scales, you have a beautiful dance going, a beautiful harmony going with your scales. It knows when to go up, it knows when to go down, and then it knows when to balance. And that is your magnetism. That is done because that's who you are naturally, Venus and Libra. So your magnetism, your sexuality, your Aphrodite energy comes from the way you sway your scales. Okay, it's the way you sway them scales. It's the way you know when to go up, when to go down. Y'all like to ride. Y'all are riders, and you know what I'm talking about. All right. So yeah, that is your energy, your super magnetic Venusian energy. And let me tell you something, Venus is home there too. Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. So when Venus is in Taurus and when Venus is in Libra, it's the same energy, okay? Because she's home there. So we naturally, and I say we because again, I am a Taurus. I'm a Venus in Taurus, but we naturally know how to give what a man needs. Okay, we're kind of naturally, sensually seductive. Okay, because we are ruled by the planet that governs that. Okay, so Libra, that's your thing. Okay, you a true rider, literally. Okay. So now we got Venus and Scorpio. Child, listen. The things I'm going to want to say about y'all, YouTube done kicked me off. So I can't go deep, but I wish I could. But I'm going to try to go without getting in trouble. So Venus and Scorpio women, my goodness. So I wrote here that y'all are, your sexual energy, what's the word? The way you bond sexually is very transformational for your mate. Your sex transcends some of the other sex that they've ever had. And it's not that you necessarily do anything. I mean, I'm sure you do, but it's just it's the entering into your deep, dark waters, your deep, hidden waters, your deep abyss that pulls him in. Now, that could be metaphorically or sexually. Okay? Your waters are a lot different than the waters of any other water sign sexually when it comes to Venus and Scorpio. The way you bond with your mate is unlike any other because you go to the depths of their soul. You go to that dark, hidden place that they didn't even think you knew anything about. But see, that's what Scorpio people live, period. Whether it's a Venus in Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio, or even the moon in Scorpio people. You all just have a natural ability to tap a dark, taboo, hidden, mystic, sexual energy. You provide a pleasure that bonds your man to you. Y'all are... That's why most people just automatically assume that Scorpio women are very witchy or witchcrafty or hoodoo-y or voodoo-y. And a lot of times they're not none of that. They're just naturally mystic And when it comes to their sex, and with Venus being there, it just makes their sexual energy, their sexual magnetism, even more potent. Okay? Your power is, it's like you're spellbinding. Okay? And where some people actually have to go through the act of doing a spell, doing a ritual, your energy is already naturally that. You spellbind your mates, and they love it. They love the ability that you have to bond with them and then bind them to that bond. That's why they can't never leave y'all asses alone. And that's even for them Sun and Scorpios, but most definitely for the Venus and Scorpio. I already know that y'all's men have a hard time breaking away from y'all because you transform them sexually. Your sexuality, your sensuality, and your magnetism is your ability to bond and bind. And they love it. If you didn't know, now you know. Very spellbinding energy. And it's magnetic. Because let me tell you something. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid of the hidden. But they also low-key crave it. So no matter what they say on the outside, oh no, I'll never, and the whole time they wishing, and I wanna experience a Venus in Scorpio, or I wanna experience a Scorpio woman, because they really already kind of know that it's going to transition them into another level of themselves, and they crave that. People who want to experience another side of themselves that they on a normal or natural basis wouldn't be able to tap, they're attracted to a Venus in Scorpio person, because that's what you're going to do to them. You're going to tap them into that side, and once they tapped in, they bonded. They ain't going nowhere. And they're not going to leave the person who shows them that. A lot of times, Scorpio, Venus and Scorpio, and even Sun and Scorpio people can always go back and have sex with somebody from their past. What's the song? I Can Still F All My Ex-Girlfriends. That's a song. That's a real song. I don't know. I can't remember who sung it. They might even be a Venus and Scorpio man. Okay. But I know that a lot of Scorpio people, period, have access to go back and screw anybody that they've ever screwed before. Okay. Because that spell binding magnetism is still in effect. Okay. A person literally has to run away from a Venus in Scorpio person. Okay. So enough of y'all. So Venus in Sag. Okay. So your belief in yourself. Okay. Your self-proclaimed godliness turns people on, turns men on. They love your ability to shut out everybody else's philosophy, and they watch you move in your own philosophy, 10 toes down in it, unfuckwithable in it, unmatched in it. No way that somebody can move a Venus and Sag out of their own ability to stand strong and tall in who they say they are. If they tell you, I am the best bitch you'll ever have in bed, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, they dead ass serious, and they finna bring it and show you, because they move in what they say they are. If they say that that's what it is, that's what it is. And they'll, by the time they finish with you, you'll just be sitting there like, what just happened to me? Because they told you. You didn't believe them. But once they tell you that, and then they show you, you crave it and you want it, and you almost become a slave to it. So Venus and Sag, what is your magnetism? Your ability to show, prove, and have them coming back They want to be your slave after they experience you. That's how it's like you don't do a lot of talking. If they don't believe you, you make believers out of them. And you do it so confidently and so boldly, and it creeps up on them that they don't even realize they've become a slave to your magnetism. They've become a junkie. It's like they, bless their hearts, it's like they go through withdrawals when they don't have access to you. They literally come knocking on your window like, Pookie, can I experience you? Can you tell me something else you're going to do to me? And do it because I need it. I need you to, hello. Come on, Venus and Sagittarius. Y'all are wise in knowing what you are capable of doing. And you don't step outside of that. You don't care what somebody else is doing. It's not about what anybody else is doing. It's about what Venus and Sagittarius said they gonna do. And ain't nothing gonna stop them from doing it. And that's even in the bed. If I tell you I'm gonna take you down, if I tell you I'm gonna take you under, get ready. And I love the way a Venus and Sagittarius person wants you to doubt them. Because the more you doubt the Venus and Sagittarius woman, the more she's going to show you. Because she already knows that she's going to make a believer out of you. She already knows that you're going to be a slave after she shows you what she said. Okay? So Venus and Sag, if you didn't know, now you know. Your magnetism comes from allowing people to doubt you and then showing up, showing out, and then having them slobbing and craving and crying for you to do it again and again and again. They want to live inside of your world. They want you to guard them. They want you to push your philosophy all on and over them. They literally can't live without it after you've given it to them. Okay? All right, so the next energy, Venus in Capricorn. Venus in Capricorn, hard placement, because Venus is very feminine. Venus is very, we know, she can even sometimes be whimsical. She goes in between a fairy and a goddess. She just, because she can be youthful, she can be fun, she can be wee, but she can also be very, have a seat. She can be all of that. But when she's in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn, she has a hard time because Capricorn is so masculine. Capricorn is so fatherly. Capricorn makes Venus sit down and be quiet. And she don't like that. Capricorn mutes her. So people who have their Venus in Capricorn, you have a hard time channeling this energy. You have a hard time calling Venus energy to the front because Saturn, which is who governs and rules Capricorn, is so much stronger than Venus that he overpowers your Venus energy. So a lot of times your Venus and Capricorn people are going to be kind of hard, and you don't know how to be sensual. You don't know how to be sexual and soft. I believe that Venus in Capricorn teaches his mate the beauty of sacrifice. And I know somebody's like, the beauty? Like, I don't know if I want that to be my magnetism, but it is. I believe that Venus and Capricorn women, you struggle with probably being too masculine and too passive. That maybe, just maybe, this may not be true for everyone, but I believe your mate, the mates that you have teach you how to become humble. And you're able to, it's a certain word, and I'm waiting for it to download. You're unmovable. And I believe that sacrifice that you show your mate. Okay, here it comes. Thank you. There's no superficiality in Venus and Capricorn. Venus and Capricorn is what it is, okay? Your magnetism is your ability to make somebody who is shallow, who is superficial, who is very on the surface, that you make them throw all of that away. None of that matters. It's almost like you saying, look, you can put on a show for the world, but I see who you really are. Okay, so your ability to make somebody sacrifice or throw away or take off all of those layers of nothingness that mean nothing to you because you could care less about all of that. I think you make people feel comfortable and you make them humble themselves. You make them humble themselves. Now, that's not the best placement for sexual energy. It's not the best placement for magnetism, but it's useful, especially if you are attracting people who need an ego check. If you are attracting people who need to turn their pride down because their pride is too connected to superficiality. You make them take it off. I mean, there's no other way for me to say it. You make them take it off. You might even be the kind of energy that tells a man, get naked. You telling the man that. Get naked. I wouldn't be shocked if a lot of Venus and Capricorn women are studs, okay? Or are lesbians, but are the masculine one in the relationship. Because you kind of demand this, do what I say and trust what I'm telling you to do. So when you tell somebody to take it off, they like, well, what do you mean take it off? Because it's what you're trying to do is get them comfortable with being raw and bare. And you want them to trust that I like you like this. All of that you're doing, all of that you came over here with, all of that you got on, I don't like that. Take that wig off, take the lashes off, get naked. Take it off. Sacrifice that superficiality because I like you for you. It's not the best placement for Venus, but it's a good placement depending on who you meet, right? Depending on who you meet. And again, you probably attract people that need that. They need ego checks. They need their pride checked. They need to set aside trying to be Miss Prissy or Mr. Perfect or whatever, right? And you are the perfect energy for them. Okay. So again, I have got to say it again. It's not the best place for magnetism. It's not the best place for sensuality and sexuality, but it's almost like it's doing exactly what Saturn does. It teaches a lesson. And the person keeps coming back to you because you are the one that taught them the lesson. And whoever teaches the lesson, that's who the person's going to always come back to. Because they trust what you taught them because you were the first one that introduced them to that lesson from the get-go. So it's a stable placement. And longevity lives there. Your mate probably doesn't want to ever leave you because you've made them feel so comfortable being naked, metaphorically and physically, that they enjoy the raw vulnerability, the raw transparency that they have with you. You make them feel humble. You make them feel safe. You're a safe place, and it is your safe. It was your ability to, number one, tell them to take it off, put it all down, take all of that off, and let me see you. I want to see the real you. I want to make love to the real you. I want to be mesmerized by you, not all of that. And once they got comfortable with you coming to them like that, it was easy for them to just come to you butt boot ass naked from that day forward. Okay, come on, Venus and Capricorn. All right, Venus in Aquarius. Now, let me find my charger because I do not want this to cut off and then I'll have to do a part 2 and I'm going to be madder than a motherfucker. Okay. I hope y'all are enjoying this. If you have not, stop and like the vid, okay? Subscribe if you haven't. I'm so sorry for having my hand in front of the camera. Sorry, you guys. Okay, there we go. I think I got it just set up. Okay. And hey, why should you keep calling? Like the vid, because I know I'm dropping gems. I'm giving y'all the drip right now, okay? Like the vid, subscribe to my channel. If you need a reading, if you need guidance, if you need clarity, if you need enlightenment, I offer all of that. Just drop a message down in the comment section, or you can find me on Instagram under Enchantress_Nuku. My page is private, but if you leave me a message letting me know that you found me on YouTube and you want to come into my world, I'll let you in, okay? But yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying this. I'm enjoying channeling this information for you. Okay, so let's go. Venus and Aquarius. Venus and Aquarius, your magnetism. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves the Venus and Aquarius. You don't meet any strangers. No matter where you go, I think your magnetism comes from just being so, you're not guarded, okay? So your mate enjoys your ability to get along with everybody. Your mate can take you anywhere and everybody loves you. People are drawn to you naturally, okay? Your magnetism is your ability to not meet any strangers. People probably tell Venus and Aquarius people, I done met you before, or I feel like I know you, or I feel like we've connected somewhere before. Y'all are the kind of people, especially women, Venus and Aquarius women, where I wouldn't be shocked if you've never ever even thought about having any type of homosexual relationship, but so many women are attracted to you just as much as men are, that it's probably crossed your mind, like, you know what? Because you attract everybody. Everybody's attracted to you. Everybody wants a piece of Venus and Aquarius. Everybody wants to be a part of your tribe. If you go to the club and you meet the homegirls in the bathroom, you don't know them, but you probably have exchanged numbers and kept in contact with them, or they've kept in contact with you. So your magnetism is your humanness. It's your ability to, you don't judge and you get along with everybody. Now, how is that used from a sensual standpoint? How is it your raw, how is it raw and exotic? Because a man or your mate feels very, and this is crazy, but Spirit just told me, they feel like they can fuck the world when they're having sex with you. When they're involved with you, when y'all are laying in bed and you're talking, caressing, rendezvousing, he's mesmerized with how he sees the whole world in you. He sees planets. He sees other energy. He sees everything in you because you represent the totality of everything that he could ever imagine. So when he's deep in you, metaphorically and other, he feels like he's conquering everything when he's inside of you. Okay? So your magnetism is to make a man feel big. He feels like Superman. He's flying. He's flying everywhere. Literally, when he's inside of you. But your magnetism makes him feel absolutely wild and free, okay? No matter where you go, and whether this is your man or just a man friend or a random man, when they meet a Venus and Aquarius woman, this is what they feel regardless. Even if they never get an opportunity to experience you sexually, they get the opportunity in their mind to feel like, oh, I think when men meet a Venus and Aquarius woman, they automatically start having these nasty thoughts about what it feels to dive in, okay? And that diving in takes them on a reading rainbow type of energy. Take a look, it's in a book, reading rainbow. He feel like he everywhere, just sliding and flying and having a ball, whether he's in his head or in you. So Venus and Aquarius women, yes, your ability to make a man feel like he's on top of the world and in the world and doing the world is your magnetism, okay? So make sure that you're not doing anything that's removing you from your humanity, okay? From removing you from your humanness, because it is your humanness that's tapping men in, and they love that, okay? They love that because you're not rigid either. You're willing to go anywhere, do anything, you're just open to enjoy him, and you let him enjoy you, and that's what draws him in, and that's what keeps him in. I think that Venus and Aquarius women are very similar to Venus and Scorpio women. When I said that, like, a Venus and Scorpio woman can always go back and screw her past men, I feel like Venus and Aquarius women are like that too. Venus and Aquarius women will always stay in contact, or those people will stay in contact with a Venus and Aquarius woman. Y'all always be friends, okay? And if you want to go back there with them sexually again, you can. A lot of times I think y'all probably choose not to, because y'all are good at cutting ties in certain areas. Like, we can be friends, but there's no more benefits. But if you wanted to, the person would be excited for you to reconnect that string that gives them the benefits again. They not cutting you off, you've cut them off. So that's your superpower, Venus and Aquarius. All right, last but not least, we talking about Venus and Pisces. Whew, so I'm tired. I did not bring me no water up here, but this is the last, so I'm going to get it on out. So Venus and Pisces. Y'all have so much compassion because you are given every energy of every sign that came before you. It's almost like y'all are a smorgasbord of every zodiac sign that I just said. Y'all give all of that. You give a full-blown buffet. A man comes to, or a mate comes to a Venus and Pisces woman, knowing that he's going to eat a little bit of everything. Okay? You are a I can never say that word, but y'all gonna know what I'm saying. Don't laugh at me when I try to say it, but you gonna know what I'm saying. Y'all are a big old chituri board. You know what I'm talking about. Them little boards, they got all the cheese, the salami, the pepperoni, the ham, the grapes. Y'all one of them kind of boards. Because a man can eat one of everything or some of everything and get fulfillment. Everything that the Venus and Pisces offers fulfillment. Okay? And even if he eats something off the board that he doesn't like, a Venus and Pisces woman doesn't get offended by that. She just tells you, okay, well, I offer this too. Try this. And I offer that. Try that. You're a smorgasbord. Okay? You have so many different energies that you can offer your mate that he'll never get bored, because you can give him a little bit of anything. Like, it's almost like it's his world. What do you want? Your waters are very similar to Cancer's waters. They're nurturing. They're a lot deeper. Pisces waters are way deeper than Cancer's water. But the depth of the Pisces water falls below. There's no, what's the word? Cancer water has a limit. Pisces water has no limit. Pisces water says, let's experience whatever you want. Okay, let's experience whatever you want to do. Pisces water is willing to go and do whatever, because it's already done and been whatever. It's already experienced whatever. That's how Venus in Pisces got its smorgasbord, because everything that it offers you, it's already done it. So it can just sit back and let you eat. And it can sit back and show you ease and effort and compassion. So what is the Venus in Pisces magnetism? Your ability to let them feed without judgment, because you have so much to offer that they're bound to not like something about you, but you don't get offended by that, because you know that you're so grand and so vast that they're not going to like everything. Your partner is not going to like everything about you, but you offer so much that you know, you're so confident that you know that there's going to be, if you offer 50 things on your smorgasbord board, there's bound to be 10 things that the partner won't like. But see, those other 40, you know, that's what's going to pull them in. Okay. So your buffet love, your buffet sexuality, your buffet sensuality, your magnetism is your buffet. Your magnetism is your, you can have this, that. You can have it all. Try it all. That's your energy, Venus in Pisces. And if you didn't know, then make sure that you're pulling on that. Now, like I've said in some of the other signs, make sure that you have not experienced so much bullshittery in life that your charcuterie board is almost empty. See, because they don't want to try them old dried up pieces of salami. Okay? They don't want them old stale pieces of cheese and them dried up grapes that look like little raisins now. Keep your buffet fresh, full, and plentiful. Okay? Listen, if y'all have watched this in its entirety, thank you, because this is 1 hour and 6 minutes long. But I hope it was worth it. I hope you learned some stuff. I hope you resonated with it. Drop some stuff down in the comments. Y'all, let me know how you feel about this, because I feel like I've done a wonderful job channeling all of these different energies for you, okay? And I know they're accurate because that's what I do. I don't give unaccuracy or inaccuracy. I come on with the business and I give it to y'all. But again, if you have stayed this entire time, may you get all of that energy and time back tenfold. And thank you. Thank you so much. If you need a reading, scroll over to the About section. Go down in the description. All of my information is there on how to find me, or just leave it down in the comment section. This is where we part. Namaste. And channel your Venus energy, baby, all day, every day. Peace.